Hi everyone, today in Integrated Math 1 we're going to go over Chapter 3 of Lesson 1. Here are the objectives. Make sure you write them down in your notes. Alright, let's talk about finding the standard form of a linear equation. The standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by is equal to c. A, b, and c are going to be the numbers in front of them. So it says where a is greater than or equal to 0. Has to be greater than or equal to 0. And b and a are not both zeros. And a, b, and c are integers with greatest common factor of 1. So as you can see here, that 3, 2, and 5, they can't be simplified any farther. Nothing can be factored out of these. But if we had like 2x plus 2y, which is equal to, let's say, 4, you can see that these all could be divided by 2. And because of that, you wouldn't have a greatest common factor of 1. So just keep that in mind. Alright, let's try this example 1. We want to graph 3x minus y, which is equal to 4, by using the x and y intercepts. So let's find the x-intercept first. When you find the x-intercept, y is always going to be equal to 0. So we have 3 times x minus 0. Every single time you see a y, you plug it in for 0, which is equal to 4. So then we had 3x is equal to 4. We still have to solve for x. Make your box smaller. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 4/3. Remember, we want it as an ordered pair, which means it's x and then y. X is 4/3. And we talked about y. Y is 0 in this case. There's 1 point for our x-intercept. Now let's try the y-intercept. And the y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. Notice when you're finding the y-intercept, x is 0. And then when you're finding the x-intercept, y is 0. And they just kind of flip-flop for whatever one you're looking for. Think about it like that. So once again, you're going to plug in your information. 3 times x, well, x is 0, minus y, which is equal to 4. 3 times 0 is just 0, so minus y, which is equal to 4. I'm going to get y by itself, and between the y and the negative is invisible -1, but if you need to write it, make sure you write it down. Now you can see we need to divide by -1 to both sides. Y is equal to -4. So x, y, x is 0 as we said, y is -4, which is what we just found. These are our 2 points that we'll need to graph to help us see what this graph looks like. Alright, so this one's already graphed for us, but I still want you to see how I got these. So 4/3 and 0, and then we also had 0 and -4. So first of all, remember these are x's and these are our y's. X, y, x, y. X tells us left or right. So left 4/3, which is about 1 1/3, and up or down 0. So there's our point. And then for this one, we have 0, which tells us for our x, left or right, but it's at 0. And -4 tells us up or down. In this case, it will be down, which is right here. So you have your 2 points. Go ahead and connect them, and it makes this line. And that's it.